What is up, YouTube? DwkVideos. I make military content, put it on the internet for you to enjoy if you want. My social media links are in the description down below. Today we're going to be talking about Instagram QA questions that I get all the time. This should be episode 3. So episode 2, if you haven't seen it, it is on my second channel. First link in the description, LDWK. I think we hit like past 500,000 subscribers and we just started promoting that channel. So I'll be doing live streams, giving giveaways on that channel if you want to follow. I hope you do. Let's jump into the Instagram QA episode 3. Trey T said, "Hey, Donnie, thanks for all the YouTube, Trey T said, "Hey, Donnie, thanks for all the YouTube videos you do on YouTube. They help me out a lot. I'm going to MEPS in 2 weeks for the Navy, and I was wondering if I decide to go into boot camp undesignated, will that be a good or bad thing? And what all will I be doing until I pick a job?" So, it's hit or miss, good or bad things. I've met tons of Master Chiefs who used to be PAC Seaman. My drill instructor used to be a PAC Seaman. My senior chief right now used to be a PAC Seaman. So it's like the Navy of Navy jobs. You're pretty much being a sailor all around. Yeah, it's similar to like BM. You'll be doing BM responsibilities along with other stuff. A lot of labor intensive jobs. It is very demanding. So it's really based off personnel perspective. I think if you want to rank up faster, it's better to just start off with a job off the get-go, but this does let you kind of move around and see what the Navy's about before you commit to a job. Money Brag. Yo, Don, I'm 17 and a senior, really thinking about going in the Navy. What are my chances of being a jet engine mechanic? So how jobs work for any job, basically you have to hit the minimum requirement. That's a bare minimum. You don't have to exceed anything, but you hit a bare minimum, you're qualified. Medically, you're qualified, right? So those are the two things. And then if it's open on the day that you come into MEPS, then you got lucky. There's no like, this is how you guarantee this job, you know? Richard Casales said, for your next Q&A, do you like Kanye West? This doesn't go in with any of the other questions. I should make a regular QA and then a military QA. However, I don't mind Kanye West. Good on him for being able to still be with Kim Kardashian after everything she's been through. I personally wouldn't be with someone who was in porn, because then our kids would see them with someone else. But I digress. J. McCav. Hey, my name is Justin. I'm a pulley, recently enlisted in the Marines, and my GF is going Navy. We both went through MEPS and are engaged in wanting to get married before we go to boot basic. My recruiter told me I couldn't get married before boot, and her recruiter told us to go on ahead. Me and my GF are 18, and we do not go to boot until 2019. Any advice on when we can get married before boot? I thought that's what waivers for. Thank you for your time. So you can't get married for boot. I feel like I've answered this question, so if I've answered this before, I'm sorry, but I get a lot of questions kind of like this, so they kind of blur. You can't get married for boot. Why the other recruiter said, yeah, you can. One recruiter said, no, you can't. I'm assuming the recruiter that said you can't doesn't want to do the paperwork. It's going to take more paperwork after you get married. So could delay your process a little, but you can get married. Ricky Bobby 3711 said, love the videos. Any advice for joining at 32? Only advice I have to older people joining is take your age out of the equation and just work at your rank. So if you can't deal with some like 20-year-old who picked up really fast and is now your boss, if you can't deal with that, then it's probably not the place for you. But if you can't put that behind you, I've seen older people excel and rank up faster because of their experience in the real world when they come into the Navy. You just gotta play the game, if that makes sense. Raymond 21, hey man, big fan of your videos. Actually one of the YouTubers that influenced my decision to join the Navy. I'm shipping October 9th with an Air Sea contract. Wanted to request a video on air crew because I know it's widely considered one of the best jobs in the Navy, and I feel many people would enjoy it. The AW rate video. That's all I got. Thank you for the awesome videos, and hooyah. So along with the Navy jobs video, guys, I will knock out all the Navy jobs on a video eventually. I have a playlist on my channel to see if your job's already covered. However, it is hard to continuously pump out videos that only like a fraction of my subscribers are gonna watch, because it doesn't apply to everyone. When they say, oh, well, that's a video about QM, doesn't apply to me. You know, I already signed my rate, or I don't want that job. So then the views are so tiny, so I have to mix them in with groups of other videos. So I'm sure I'll get to more this month. Junior Jenkins 92 said, I had shoulder surgery from wrestling. How difficult was it to pass MEPS or even have a shot in the military since you had the same, if not similar, injury? So I got disqualified from military service. I've had multiple surgeries on my labrum from multiple dislocations, tearing my labrum. So I had scopes and then bankrupt repairs. It is hard because I straight up got disqualified. I had to send in waivers, get notes from a physical therapist, notes from the surgeon, notes from primary care doctors. Like, my paperwork that I sent in was legit like this big, just to get me into the Navy. So it is a long process. Hopefully you can get in. Because once you had surgery for it, man, you can return back to relatively normal standards, you know? Johnson Eclusis said, hey, what's up, how's life? Hope all is well, but I have a question, obviously, otherwise I want to be here. So how do I ensure you get the recruit leadership position you want while in basic? And PS, love your views, keep up the good work, because you rock. So you can't guarantee anything, but I would, start by standing out among your peers, by sounding off, always doing the right thing, volunteering for things, even if you already volunteered for something else, and just generally showing leadership traits. That's how you probably get your foot in the door. I'm gonna make a video how to impress your drill instructor. I know other people have done it, but I'm glad to make a better one than them. You know what's up. So make sure to check my channel, hit notifications, make sure it's there. This is gonna cap off episode 3. If you wanna see episode 4, it'll be on my second channel, LDWK. Be sure to subscribe to that. It's the first link in the description. Takes a second, and I'll see you guys.